So my client Jordan was a first-time home buyer who was purchasing a home on her own, and I wanted to share a little bit about her perspective going through the process. And so after we got done with closing, just asked her these questions, and these are just right off the cuff, so you can kind of see what that experience was like for her going through the process, understanding the mortgage side of things, and just understanding what it's like to have a team on your side to help you through the process.
This has been so much easier than I thought. I was genuinely really nervous, especially coming from New York, where even moving apartments is like the hardest thing in the world. So having every single thing that I thought would be hard just wasn't. Like, everything was explained really well. I never felt like the crushing weight of this giant decision like I thought I would. And even things that I was like, oh, I'll definitely have to handle that myself, I didn't. So it's been 10 out of 10, the smoothest version of this I could have ever imagined. Yeah, this is definitely the biggest financial decision I've ever made. And especially doing it myself, I was pretty nervous, having not a lot of experience in real estate. And every step has been like, I felt so taken care of. Like, everything's been really explained. Everyone answered every question I had. And all of the kind of icky feelings I tend to have around financial things, where I either like feel dumb for not knowing stuff or feel nervous that I'm like subtly being scammed. Like, none of that has been the case at all. And I appreciate the flexibility a whole lot, especially as someone who's like working all the time. Just having everyone be available really whenever was amazingly helpful. Most challenging part, none of it was challenging, really, truly. Like, I kind of thought I'd be looking for months, and I'm sure that's possible, but everything was smoother than I thought. So like, knowing what my options are, having everything lined up, genuinely, like, this has been the easiest part of my year, which I'd never in a million years thought that would be the case. I don't think there was anything challenging somehow, truly. I would say trust the experts. So like, I didn't know a lot going into this, and I didn't have to know anything more than I did, because this team really helped me figure it all out. So, and I think like we were all pretty good at being honest about like what my options actually were. And so I never felt like I was getting into something that I actually couldn't afford, or I was getting into something that was going to be a bad decision later. So I think like, ask all the questions and you'll find out if it's not the right time for you. Like, I think, they'll be honest about that, or like what your opportunities really are. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't try to do this on my own, and I'm glad I didn't try to figure things out on the side. Like, everyone has been such a pro. Everyone answered all my questions. So yeah, I would say just ask and see if it's the right time, and see what you can do. Yeah, that's really it. Working with Dave has been the best. I feel like I was a little bit expecting like used car salesman energy from working with a realtor, and that hasn't been the case at all. I don't know how many houses I'll buy in my lifetime, but I would love to work with Dave again. And I will definitely recommend to all my friends. Truly, like, even from the very first time walking through houses, like the things that like Dave noticed that I wouldn't have, that was like building instant trust of like, this guy knows what he's talking about and is here to like look out for all the things I need. And then going to the inspection was like, okay, yeah, really did know what he was talking about. So again, 10 out of 10, could not recommend more. And maybe I'll get to buy another house someday. Do this again. I can't wait to like decorate and not have to move in 2 years, because this is the most permanent situation I've ever had as an adult. So I can't wait to like buy furniture that I don't have to buy in like a portable version that can like rejigger for every new apartment I move into. I can't wait to just like feel more settled than I think I've probably felt since leaving my parents' house. So I'm really, really excited to just like know that this place is mine for as long as I want it.
And as always, if you're interested in learning more, don't hesitate to reach out.